care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
This economy is just ready to burst.
So, yes, things look great now. The economy's ready to roar, as our friend Steve Moore says, like a rocket ship. So, yes.
There's no question the economy this year is going to be demonstrably stronger than anybody had anticipated.
Wow. One day. The market, the NASDAQ rallies one day. And they're all excited. Really. Now, I told you, before you have a crash, the NASDAQ has to have a correction of 10%. If you don't get that 10% correction, it will not, or is not yet ready for a crash. Well, we've had our 10% correction. Anytime you get a 10% correction, the big institutions who shorted the market, like the big hedge funds, the big insurance companies, the largest banks, they made a lot of money. Also, individuals, like my gang members. We shorted Tesla, went down nearly 22%, more than that. But you don't make money until you buy those stocks back. You have to buy them back. And that's what causes the market to rally. One day, when you have a 10% correction, one day doesn't make a rotation. One day doesn't make a new trend. In fact, when you're going to have a reversal when the stock goes down, then goes back up, there's a test. Oh, they won't tell you this. The fake Business News Network, they won't tell you that, my God. The test is that the first day, you have 3 days. The first day, the market has to rally with volume. Now, we need to have more volume today on the way up than volume on the way down the other day. So we're going to test that at the end of the day. Then the second day of the test, we have to have more volume tomorrow on the way back up in the NASDAQ than today. Now, here's the big test. The third day. The third day, this is the test, where the volume has to be larger than the previous 2 days combined. That then tells you you have a correction. Now, if you're with me and you have my Pro 2 chart, you don't have to figure all that out. It'll turn green. It'll turn green. But to say that this one day, after we had this 10% correction, which we've been waiting for, I told you this was going to happen, it's unbelievable how they embellish. When it comes to embellishing, lying, the fake Business News Network are the best. Take the recent numbers, just like the earnings. Remember our job numbers, just like the earnings. Every time they come out with a report, whether it's earnings or job numbers, it's, oh my God, better than expected. Oh, we beat by a penny. Remember that earnings? We always beat by a penny. Always want to know who got that penny. Better than expected. Better than whose expectations? We had the job numbers. They came out, remember, last week, the job numbers. And they said they were better than expected. But nobody tells you whose expectations. Of course, it's their own. They put them down so low, you could trip over them. Now, here's what they didn't want to tell you. The numbers were worse than the previous month. That's right, but they didn't tell you that. We're in this big boom. They don't want to tell you that. Better than expected. Now, if you take a look at the recent job numbers of 379,000, they told us they were better than expected. All excited. Big celebration. Market shot up 500 points. What they didn't want us to know, the job numbers, the Fed job numbers, were worse than January. And for the 5 straight months up to last month, the most important number that you look at, total hours worked. That's the important number. Total hours worked have been flatlining for the past 5 straight months. That's the number you go to look at. How many labor hours worked? Are they increasing for the last 5 months? Flatline. Unbelievable. For 13 years, the Federal Reserve has increased their balance sheet from $886 billion in November 2007 to $7.5 trillion in February of this year. Now, what does that mean? Increase their balance sheet. What they do is they go into companies, bad banks, and they buy their assets. Instead of letting these companies go broke, they keep them alive when they should allow them to go broke. Let the weak companies go broke. Let the strong survive. No. They're going to make sure they have zombie companies. Why? Well, because they own stock of these companies. They want the stock to go up. Remember, stocks go up artificially. No more earnings, no more profit. You just simply borrow money from the Federal Reserve at 0 interest rates, and you purchase your stock. So make sure you have fewer shares, and the stock earnings go up and pushes the stock price up. All fake, all artificial. For the 13 years, the Federal Reserve have increased their balance sheet from $886 billion in November 2007 to $7.5 trillion in February 2021. Yet, after all that, think about it. Labor hours growth rate has increased not 5%, not 2%, not even 0.5%, 0.32%. What are you, nuts? In other words, the Fed's balance sheet has grown 49 times faster than the growth rate of labor hours since November 2007 to today. Now, the stock market got the benefit, not Main Street. All this printing of money and printing of money, all this stimulus money, Main Street worker, the family, they get nothing. Nothing. What are you, nuts? Also, this last job number we had, the wrong kind of jobs. The majority of jobs were low paying. They're low paying. Of the 379,000 job number, think about this. 335,000 were in low paying leisure and hospitality. Those are people who make $22,733 a year because they get $17.28 per hour. Now, the high-paying jobs is what we need. We got a few of those. In the high-paying construction, mining, and energy, we lost 69,000. These are $32.60 per hour jobs. That's $66,153 a year. We lost 69,000 of those compared to gaining the $22,733 jobs. So we're losing the $66,000 job to get $22,000 a year jobs. Bottom line, the $8.1 billion analyzed gain in leisure and hospitality wages has been offset by $4.5 billion loss of wages in the high-paying energy, mining, construction sectors. So the $69,000 jobs lost in the mining and construction were worth 3 times more than the hospitality and leisure jobs. But we lost those by 69,000. So also think about it this way. February, private payrolls declined on an annualized basis $16 billion. And the private public payrolls declined on an annualized basis $5 billion. So what's the bottom line? All this stimulus money they're printing tells us how it's going to help the economy to break out and be great. There's one big lie. More when I get back. Join my gang, Phil's gang, because you get the truth here.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Warning: Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And folks, you should keep adding to these index funds. Do not sell, do not time, just buy them and hold it.
If you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that dip.
Unbelievable. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know how many people are going to lose money today because they have no idea what this is, what's going on? They're jumping in today thinking, oh, this is it. I'm going to make $1 million. These are people who are just coming in the market, never been in the market, not for the last 13 years. Now they're coming in because they hear this kind of nonsense every day now, that everything's going to roar, everything's going to take off. Buy more, buy more. Everyone's going, God, now's the time to get in. They haven't been in the stock market. Market's going to 475%, haven't been in. Now it's up 475%. They decide this is a good time to get in. What are you, nuts? The longer, just think about this. The longer they convince everyone that COVID-19 is not over, the more stimulus bills keep coming. Look how much the market went up based on the stimulus rally this week, just the stimulus bill. They're going to keep running these stimulus bills. But the stimulus bills does not help Main Street. It does not. It doesn't help the small business. Remember, the small business, the backbone of our country. It doesn't help small businesses. What we see is the stock market going up. That's all stimulus does, push the market up, just like stock buybacks. Push the market up. QE, push the market up. So think about it. This whole market went up 475% without profits, without earnings. It's called prosperity without profits. Junkies. You've heard about junkies, right? What do junkies and the market have in common? The junkies and the market, stock market, have in common the addiction. Now, junkies are addicted to heroin. They'll shoot up, get a high, but it's not sustainable. But they get that high, don't they? The stock market is addicted now to stimulus. When they get that, when they shoot up the stimulus, they get a high. The market goes up, like today. The stock prices go up, but they aren't sustainable either. Both highs are not sustainable. Stock price highs aren't sustainable because there's no earnings. There's no GDP growth. It's unbelievable. Without increased earnings, soon the high ends. Now, problem, 85% of the people in the market do not know when to get out of this high. So people are in this market, it's rallying. As I said to you the other day, and many days, I said, you've got to be in this market. When you have a crash, the first thing you know is you got to have at least two 10% corrections before the crash will happen. It will not happen without 2 10% corrections in the NASDAQ. We had one. And now, after the market dropped 10%, you got all these people, the big hedge funds, everybody, purchasing their stock back because they made money. We're purchasing our stock back. We purchased our Tesla back. All the stocks we were short, we start purchasing it back. Not all of it, but a lot of it to put the money in our pocket. But the problem, 85% of the people in the market will stay in. They will not take any profits. And they'll listen to these dopes.
If you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that dip.
Now, the key is they have no idea what they're doing. Now, if you take Tesla, and if you have a mobile device, you can put it up. You can see it, Tesla, on my screen. We'll put it up for you. We'll switch it over to what we call a line chart. And when the market dropped from 720 all the way down to 570, and today it ran all the way up to 647. But wait a minute. The trend is still down. You don't look at a day in Tesla because the stock went from 570 up to 637. Oh, that's over. Oh, everybody start buying. Oh, boy, everything's all better again. No. Because you still have a downtrend from about 870. Now, to get from 673, where we are today, to 870, that is hard to do. Between 673 and 870, you have all sellers. These are people who made a mistake. They went in and bought instead of getting out. They held on. And as the stock kept going down, they kept holding on because they're taught that. Hold on. Cost average down. And now they're stuck with their stock. And now they say, if I get half my money back, I'll get out. So the person who's buying today, he's had it. Because every time he buys, he's got to get up through all those people. All those people are waiting to sell from 672 to I'll round it off, to 900. You got to get through them. You got to buy all their stock. That's almost impossible. That's why we always say, in a market like this, buy stocks that are breaking out to new annual high. They're called power stocks. So you got a lot of people who are jumping in today. They're going to get squashed. Because you need to wait 2 more days and make sure that the volume is getting better each day, and the third day the volume is larger than the 2 previous days. It's unbelievable, but people don't know any of this. All they do is listen to Fake Business News Network. So junkies in the market have a lot in common. They're both addicted. But those highs are not sustainable. And the high in the market is not sustainable without earnings. We have not had earnings for years. Stimulus causes stocks to rise as investors shift out of their treasuries for safety to stocks. They say, I'm going to get out of my treasuries. I'm going to go back to stocks. And the yields or the treasuries keep going up. When they sell their treasuries, interest rates increase. Higher interest cost the manufacturing a lot of money. They have to pass on that increase to the stores they sell to. And the stores have to pass that increase on to the consumer who buys. That's caused inflation. But our wages have not gone up in 13 years. Matter of fact, since 1972, our wages are the same adjusted for inflation. What are you, nuts? So today is a day on this rally that so many people are going to get hurt. They're going to be chasing this rally to the upside. And first of all, they didn't short it. That's the first problem. We've been short. We had a 22% gain in selling Tesla. But most people didn't do that. They're told not to. We'll be right back after this break with some more stocks. Join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. I pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month. philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right. Go to my homepage where it says get started, sign up, you get 10 days, my color-coded chart that tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. Tells you to short too. So you get that for 10 days, you'll see it works. Just like what happened with Tesla. Tesla, on February 17th, I told everybody, mark this date down. I said, it's around 3:05, I think. I just got back on the air, 3:17, I said. It's 3:17 in the afternoon. Mark this down. You're going to love it. You're going to thank me. Short Tesla. If you don't want to short, get out of Tesla. It's going to drop. How do we know? Well, first, we knew the yields are going up. And anytime interest rates go up, that kills big tech. But not even knowing that, if you didn't know that, it turned red. It told us the institutions were pulling their money out. We're pulling their money out. I mean, how neat is that? But even before that, it turned yellow. Yes, yellow. We even have a different color to give you a warning in advance. It turned yellow. So there was no guesswork. Now, we had a beautiful short, 26%, it went down. Now, I'm not telling you every gang member made 26%, but what I'm telling you is when it turned red, that was their opportunity, depending where they got in. That's the key. We offer them the opportunity. Whether they pull the trigger or not, it's up to them, but we offer the opportunity and tell them it's going down when nobody else is telling them. And then we told them to take profits. Because, remember I told you, once you have a 10% correction, they're going to come and take their profits. But it's not over. It's not over. When it turns green, then we know it's over. But it's not. Not by a long shot. Look, one day doesn't make a rotation. Here's what happened. Since August of last year, the 10-year Treasury yield was down at 0.58. 58 points. Then it went up to 159 points. But today, it went from 1.59 to 1.53. Oh, that's it. It's over. It's over. Rates went back down. Oh, everything's great. And you hear all these dopes come on and tell you how great things are. Listen to this one here. This is unbelievable. This guy.
I want to own the things, being simple, I want to own the things that if I drop them on my foot will hurt. I want to own steel. I want to own boats. I want to own automobile tires. I want to own ball bearings. I want to own simple things.
Then why don't you buy a junkyard? What a dope. That's not how you buy a stock. He wants to buy anything that hurts him. What? How stupid can you be? You buy a stock based on where the money is going, where the hedge fund money, the big bank money, the big insurance money, where are they going? What stocks are they going to? I saw them pull money out of Tesla. When I saw them pull money out of Tesla, we bought JCI. We saw them putting money there. We saw a rotation. We saw them rotating money out of big tech and going into Verizon. Yes, Verizon. Nobody wanted Verizon. Verizon's gotten slaughtered. We bought it, went up beautifully. Verizon. AT&T. Nobody wanted AT&T. Now they do. So everybody starts rotating out of the big tech, which takes up about 44% of the market, the S&P. Now they're all moving over to the mundane stocks. Not the cool stocks. No more. They're going to the stocks that aren't cool. But this is not a rotation yet. That's what you need, a rotation. We haven't got there yet, believe me. I mean, do you really believe when an interest rate went from 58 basis points to 159 basis points and dropped back to 153 basis points? That makes that kind of a difference. Interest rates are still too high. Too high. A key reversal takes 3 days. They'll continue to sell off tech because of the high rates. Today, we should have seen the banks soar, the airlines soar, the cruise ships soar. They didn't. They didn't. It's just unbelievable what they do. Stimulus causes high interest rates, causes inflation to increase, and the dollar to increase. What does that do? How can you say you're going to have a roaring economy when stimulus caused high interest rates, inflation to increase, the dollar to increase, and that kills our exports? You take all the big tech companies, all the other companies, 74% of their sales, we have to get buyers outside of our country. We export. We can't export. We can't export now. Our rates are too high. Our dollar's too high. Who's going to buy our stuff? Who's going to buy our stuff? Nobody's buying our stuff. It's unbelievable. So we're losing all kinds of jobs. Oh, they don't talk about that. That's why, look, join my gang for 10 days. It's free. You get the color-coded chart. You get the membership. All we ask for, you make a little bit of money, help St. Jude. Help St. Jude, that's all. Every day, there are no 10 days. Every day in the afternoon, Steve was at our education department. He will post our portfolio of stocks. Nobody does this. And tells you what to do with our portfolio. Listen.
We're going to continue to hold this one with just a scout for a short here. Now you see you're starting to get a head and shoulder.
Then he explains. He goes through it all. Why Caterpillar? Why we're going to short it. You don't have to do nothing. All you have to do at 2 o'clock when they're posted, go see which stock you follow in our portfolio and just stay with that stock. Maybe do 2, do 3. You don't even have to come to a class. Just listen to the instructions. Obviously, you want to come to the class, they're available. Everything's available to you. But if you're a person that I don't want to go to class, I don't want to learn anything, just tell me what to buy. There it is. And 99% of people just want to know, what do I buy? Just tell me what I buy and tell me when to get out. And that's what this is about. That's what we do. It's called the Working Investor Program. Why? Because the Working Investor Program, because we think people work, they're busy, they got life, they've got time. I don't know of anybody else that does this. I mean, this is crazy. It's a great opportunity. You got somebody holding your hand. Now remember, the dollar continues to go up and it's destroying our economy. Destroying our economy. We're losing jobs. Our corporations are in deep trouble. Their stock price is going up, but not their earnings, not their profits. Just a handful of companies are driving this whole stock market. If they ever had to take these rates and they start raising them, which is happening now, so the rate goes down, are you kidding? 6 basis points, and people are all excited today. Say, oh, that's it. It's over. This is crazy. Look, the tech movement right now, I've told you, the tech stocks will take this market down because got everybody chasing the same stocks since 2013. They're all wrong. Because here's why they're all wrong. They don't know when to get out of them. They didn't know when to get out. They're in the dot-com. They all lost their money. People thought they were up $1 million, gave it all back. The housing con, the financial con, they lost there too. They didn't know when to get out. Well, guess what? This market's going to continue to rally like I told you. And then it's going to take a huge crash. But we'll be ready. We'll be out long before that happens. And my members will be positioned to take advantage of it. Check it out. Prove it to yourself in 10 days. It's free. You don't have to prove it to me. Go to my site, philsgang.com.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over 6-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
I mean, when we look at aggregate real economic data, the economy is still suffering. Especially, you don't have to look very far within the employment picture to see not only is employment still struggling, but the participation in the labor force is way down.
That's right. He's right. Don't listen to these people on these fake business news networks. They're lying to you. There is not going to be this big boom. There's not. You don't get a boom until there is a boom in business investment. We have not had companies taking money and plowing their profits or money they borrow combined with their profits into their company to increase productivity in 13 years. Companies have machinery that's so old, why replace it? They look out and they know the economy is not going to expand. GDP, think about this. Our GDP, our economic growth, we haven't grown 3% for heaven's sakes. Not 3% since 1975. 3% gain. We haven't gotten that. We're not growing. And if you take from 2008 to now, we've grown on average 1.6%, not 2%, not 3%. Remember, the government does very little well. They cannot spend its way into prosperity. It's never worked. They're incompetent. They do little well. They're inefficient. They should just let the economy work. Let the entrepreneurs work. But they kill the entrepreneurs. They want to control the entrepreneurs. They kill them. All of this money, can you imagine if we took all this money that went to stimulus and put it into small businesses? Get small businesses up and running. Remember how it works. I just told you the numbers were very disappointing. While they were celebrating the numbers for January, they were disappointing. But they're not going to tell you that. Remember, you got to have the high-paying jobs increasing. You got to have construction, manufacturing, drilling, oil. You got to have those continuing to do well. Because the people who work in those jobs, those high-paying jobs, they're our middle class. It's the middle class who builds this country, because it's the middle class, they're the ones who have money left over after they pay their taxes. And with that money they have left over, they plow it into small business startups. That's how we grow this country. In fact, that's how Cisco grew. That's how Oracle grew. They were out there buying and buying and buying. Cisco was buying like 10 companies a day. Remember when they were growing? You've got to have small businesses. They innovate. They have more patents than the small businessman. He has more patents than Cisco, than Oracle, than Tesla. That's how they all grow. But we haven't been growing our small business. We could care less about them. All they care about, will the stock market go up? Will the stock market go up? Let's keep borrowing. Let's keep printing money and get that 10-year treasury, buy 10-year treasuries and get those yields down to zero. Give the money to CEOs. Let them take their shares of stock and keep reducing them so that the earnings, we can have fake earnings, push those fake earnings up to push up those fake stock prices. We all get rich. Who's all? Who's all? 10% of the population. 10%. And they stop putting money into, when you put your money back into your company, whether it's manufacturing, drilling, whatever it is, remember that increases productivity. This country was built on productivity. The railroads, everything built on productivity. Our steel mills, everything was on productivity. How do you think we became the greatest nation in the world? It was all about productivity. You've got to give the people good tools, good facilities so they're productive. That's all gone. It's all gone. They don't care about that anymore. It's all gone. As long as the CEO can take his stock and drive that stock, the amount of shares he owns down so he can embellish his earnings, embellish his stock price, he's getting rich. He's getting very, very wealthy. But Main Street is not. They've been lying, telling you how Main Street's getting better, we're going to explode, everything's going to be terrific. Not true. The stocks that you want to be in now, with the tech stocks going down, you got to start rotating out of those tech stocks. You got to start getting into like like we did, AT&T, Verizon. You got to get into those stocks that nobody wants. You got to get into those pro stocks, those power stocks every day. You got to get into the banks. But here's the problem with the banks. Now, we own the banks. We own Wells Fargo, and we're up big in Wells Fargo. But we know Wells Fargo is going to collapse. All the banks are going to collapse. The banks are artificially being held up. They're printing $1 trillion a day to keep all our banks up. You have no idea. With 0% interest, they don't make money. And guess who, when the Fed prints money, they take that money and they give it to the 5 banks and tell them, now go loan to bad companies. Go loan to bad companies. And these companies get all that money free. So banks, for the last 13 years, have on their books all this debt. They have historic corporate debt, and that corporate debt is not working. They're in bad shape. But you wouldn't know it. They're not going to tell you that. All you need to know is one thing when you're buying a stock. How do I get out? When do I get out? The easy part is getting in. You can get in any time because stocks always go up. Always go up because you don't need earnings anymore. You don't need earnings. You just need another stimulus. Now watch what happens to the market when they come out with with they're going to do a infrastructure stimulus. Oh my God, the market. As soon as they say that, the market goes up 600, 700, 800,000 points, and you're not in the market. Why aren't you in the market? Because you're scared the market's going down. Of course, it's going to crash. All markets crash, so you don't get in the market because all markets crash. But you're afraid, and I understand that. But look, you're missing out. But you need somebody to hold your hand and tell you, okay, you're all right. It's fine. Now get out. Get out. Because that stock you're in is going to start going down. Just like I said on February 17th. I said, everybody on the radio, I said, look, listen to what I'm telling you. Mark this day down. February 17th. I think it was 3:05, or I think it was 3:05 in the afternoon, something like that. And I said, you're going to love me. You're going to love me if you follow my information right now. Get out of Tesla. And for those who know how to short it. And it dropped almost, 30%, I think, at one point. Now today it goes up. Everybody's jumping back in. What are you, nuts? That's insane. Look, as I said, the market is a big junkie. As long as they have stimulus. Remember, they've gone from QE, stock buybacks, to stimulus. Everything's stimulus now. And Biden's going to do the same exact thing Trump did. Drive the stock market because people think the stock market's the economy. He's going to do anything and everything he can to drive the stock market. He's going to make the same mistake. How long can you go driving the stock market? Only 10% of the population benefit. When you got half of your labor force making less than $30,000 a year, let me repeat, half of our 167 million people working make less than $30,000 a year. Half. Only half of our workforce have a 401k. And half of the people who have a 401k don't even use it because they can't afford it. So let's get you into the right stocks. Join my gang. And then every day at 2 o'clock, Steve posts our portfolio. Tells you exactly what to do. Who else does that for you? Tells you exactly what to do. When to add, when not to add. Take some off, put some back in, get out totally, short it. It's posted. If all you did is take the spiders and listen to Steve on the spiders when he tells you to buy, when he tells you to add, or he tells you to take profits or take some off. If all you did was nothing else except the spiders, do you know how well you would do? You're not going to do that well. You never make that kind of money in a 401k, ever. 401k is nothing but it's a big scam. They steal your money. It's a skimming operation. $250 billion a day they skim. The mutual fund company and the company you work for. They're together. It's a skimming operation. Join my gang tonight. It's free for 10 days. And then when you do stay and start making money, please remember St. Jude. They need help. I'll help you if you help them. See you on the charts.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.